Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Guidance Corner Tarot. My name's Christelle. I just wanted to quickly jump on here, just as a little introduction to these December readings, just to give you a little heads up on the energies at play. So, these readings took me a long time to do, much, much longer than they normally would take me. And I don't normally get drained when I channel. I just find I could channel all day long. But after every reading, I just felt drained. I think the only sign that I didn't feel drained with was Leo. Having said that, I've still got 3 more signs to do. So that may change. So I've got Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio to do. Now, that's not to say that the other signs, that Leo's energy for December is brilliant and everybody else's is not. No, not at all. But it's just to say that December is going to demand a lot from us, like a lot from us. These readings demanded a lot from me. And I think it's important as you listen to the readings that you understand that energy. And that's why I really wanted to just jump on board and just let you know that the energies for December, not that they're bad, not that they're all good, but they're demanding. So basically the message that is coming through from the way that these readings have really tired me out. I was lucky to be able to do 2 or 3 a day, and that's not like me at all. And it's basically spirit saying the energy is demanding because it's not going to let us just rest on our laurels. It's not going to let us coast along. We need to do the work. Whatever that work is for you, it needs to be done. It needs to be looked at, changed, redone. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on board and just let you know. So I hope that you enjoy these readings. I hope that they bring meaning. I hope that they bring clarity. I hope they give you the heads up that I always hope my readings do. They're not there to tell you what to do or how to do it, just a heads up of the energies that are at play and how you can best navigate, how you can best use these energies, and sometimes even what these energies are trying to tell us. Sometimes we can be like, yes, I'll do the work, but tell me, what is the work? What do I need to do? What are you asking of me, universe, higher self, God? So I'm going to leave those messages here for you. Take very good care of yourself as we close off 2025, which has been poof, a year, let's just put it that way. And let's welcome in 2026, having done all the work that we needed to do so we can open the door to this fire horse year that is coming in 2026, and we can gallop off into the paddock that suits us. That's the way I'm seeing it. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to the Guidance Corner. My name's Christelle. I'm so happy that you're here with me for your December 2025 reading. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for being here. Let's have a look, Virgo. Okay, what do we do? And this top one, thank you, Spirit, and there's that one. That did not take long. It was another sign like you, where all the cards just fell out all at once. Energies really want to jump out at you, Virgo. So this is the unveiling of the Golden Age Tarot. I'm just going to set that aside, and we'll get the final messages with those cards. Thank you, Spirit. We're taking these as well. Okay, a lot of messages. That's a lot of oracles. Okay, and Spirit said keep those in 2 separate piles. Okay. So how are we picking up Tarot. We're finishing with the Empress. I love that for you. Which pile are we going with first? Okay. Let's get rid of, I need we need, Virgo, all the space we can get. So that's everything that happens in the readings, everything I feel, the way the cards fall out, the way I want to organize them, all that kind of thing gives me messages. And there's a sense here that it was like, oh, give me space. So Virgo, if you feel you need space during the month of December, it wouldn't surprise me. And you might feel a little bit frustrated in not being able to get the space that you need. But, wow, and then the underworld. I'm going to put, thank you, Spirit. So these two, it's funny because when I channel, obviously Spirit knows who I am, how I am. And there's a sense that I almost feel that they put me in a situation because they know how nicely I want my cards set out. And sometimes it bothers me when I can't. Other times it's funny, it doesn't. But with you, it's like I need to have all the cards out nice. Which doesn't surprise me for you, Virgo. But it's funny how then the messages come through so clear, like this Olympus and the underworld. Now this has come out for another sign, but I'm sorry, I can't remember which one it was. Olympus first and then underworld. And I'm not sure if they were exactly side by side. By memory, I think they were, or maybe there was a card in the middle. But this is the world of the gods and this is the underworld. And there's a sense like this is your higher self and this is your shadow self. Almost a little bit like your higher self and your tangible self. What you choose to see and acknowledge and appreciate about yourself, and what you try to hide, disassociate with, and just not acknowledge about yourself. And I think there's a thing here that there is no way you are not going to do that work this month. And the Spirit's just brought my attention to, you've got celestial realm and you've got descend. Look at this, Virgo. We will run through all the cards, but you've got commitment, celestial realm, descend, graduation, and Olympus and underworld. So if there's any doubt, or if you've been putting off doing that deep dive, this descend, do it. Commit to your inner work. Commit to your healing. Because we often want this celestial realm. We want to be able to shine our light, connect to all that is, live lives that are filled with joy and peace. And we cannot get there if we don't descend, if we don't acknowledge, yeah, okay, there are bits about me that people probably, or that thank you, Spirit. I was going to say that people, you know, don't like about me, but the Spirit said, you know what? Let's take the people out of it. What you think and feel of yourself. Because Spirit's saying to me that once you change how you think and feel about all the aspects of yourself, everything else will change. And the way that other people will look at you or might judge you, or what you think they are thinking of you, which could very well not be the case, will just fall away. Okay? And I'm really feeling that come January, because this is 28, this is graduation. I think another sign or another couple of signs got this. This is graduating next year. We're working a 1 year next year. Look, this year was a 9 year. This year was about descending to find your power. Look at this. Celestial realm is a number 26, which is an 8 in numerology. So you've got 8, 9 and 10. Next year is your graduation. There's something quite magical about this card, but we'll get to it. So I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee and then we'll start with the breakdown. I'm sorry, my throat might get a bit croaky because I'm feeling quite tired, and I've been talking a lot, which is not hard for me, as you may have guessed. But let's run through. So I do apologize if I get a little bit croaky or if I need to stop a little bit to have a sip of my coffee. Please indulge me. Thank you very much, Virgo. Okay, beautiful souls. Thank you for being here. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the High Priestess. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. I love this combination with the Queen of Pentacles in the middle, and we'll come back on that. You've got the 3 of Wands. You've got the Moon. You've got the Tower, the 3 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and you finish with the Empress. With your oracle cards, you've got Commitment, Celestial Realm, Descend, Graduation, Olympus, and Underworld. Okay, isn't that interesting? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we're going to start. I really want to jump into the tarot, but we're going to continue with the oracle. Spirit just brought to my attention as well. Look at this. 9 Descend, 29 Underworld. Both of these are 9. Now there's a sense here of, yes, it's a little bit fear-inspiring is the words that I'm getting. Look at this moon directly under the moon. Well, it wasn't actually because it was down here. But look at this moon. You've got the moon card. So this is telling me this is your shadow work. There is no doubt in it whatsoever. You have the High Priestess. Now, if ever you wanted to see a card when you are doing your shadow work, it's the High Priestess, because she walks the line between the veils. She is like, if you're going to do a descent, you want to do it with her, because she's not afraid. She knows that when a descent, when you descend, when you do your shadow work, she knows that there will be aspects of herself that she may not like, but they will not harm her. They won't destroy her. If anything, there's magic. Look at this. This is descending into your well. This is you here. I love, look at your little devil horns, or are they little ears? Actually, let me have a, no, they're little ears. I just thought, oh, isn't that cute, little devil horns as you do your descent into your inner work. But no, they're little elf ears, which is probably cuter actually. Look at this little pixie photo for descend. And this is the High Priestess. This is how she sees shadow work. And this is how we see shadow work. And these are almost like they're here with her because she understands both. Okay, she's so connected to the tangible world and she's so connected to the intangible world. You know, to the all that is that we cannot see, but we can feel. We have connection to it. And there's a sense here that she knows both these aspects. So the part of her, which Spirit's saying it's not really a part because she's whole, but to explain, Virgo, we're going to divide her into her higher self and her shadow self, but she is not divided. And I love how there's this meditation and then you've got the Empress. In order to get to the Empress, you need to go through the High Priestess. You need to embody. Thank you, Spirit. That's a much better way of saying it. You need to embody the High Priestess because the Empress, she is so abundant. She is so creative. And it's not drive. It's not money. It's not accolades or rewards or whatever else might feed us to accomplish, to achieve, to create. She does it because of the spark within her. She cannot not do it. This is ideas and creativity that come from the ether, that come from our higher connection. It's downloads. It's, you know, gifts from the universe that come our way that we then manifest into the world. And in order to embrace this energy of the Empress, we must be aligned. And what does aligned mean? The High Priestess shows us the way. She's aligned because she knows every aspect of herself. There is no aspect that she denies. There is no aspect that she pushes to the forefront. Every part of her, she understands, makes her up who she is, makes her who she is. So if she was to take a shadow aspect of herself out, she would no longer be who she was meant to be, who she is authentically. So Spirit's giving me an example of this, Virgo, for you. So let's go with, if this High Priestess looks at her high emotions, and you've got the moon here, so I think maybe that's why Spirit, that's not to say that's what each and every one of you will be looking at, but let's go with the emotions because you have the moon here, and your emotions might be riding high this month of December. So if she was to look and think, oh, I'm so emotional, I'm too emotional, I need to toughen up, and she denies that emotional side of herself, there is a whole creative aspect of her that is also denied. And because there is an aspect of her that is denied, it's going to be very difficult for her to birth anything through. But there's a sense here of spirits really wanting, and not just you, I think all the signs, but it's coming through really clearly in your reading. And Virgo, that's really interesting for me to say, and I'm going to share it with you because of those that might be around you. A lot of people have had this message, but I haven't been able to bring it out in the readings so concisely. Yours has come out so clearly. And I'm wondering if that information that they received is going to be enough to awaken them to go, you know what, I need to look into this. I don't exactly know what to do. And I think people are going to be looking towards you, whether they seek your help or maybe they've just got a little eye on you and they're noticing something different. You've piqued their curiosity. And I think this is why your reading is so concise, because you, and it's like you need to do this, like your messages are completely repeating through the tarot, through the oracle. And I mean, we haven't even, we're 20 minutes in, over nearly 22 minutes in, and we've barely started. But this is the message. Spirits just said to me, don't worry, this is the message. The rest is feelings, what's going to guide you. But this and the Empress, along with the celestial realm and the Olympus, that's your reading. And there's a sense here that Spirit is asking you, Virgo, to see the difference. This is very, these cards are beautiful. I don't think the camera does them justice. But she's stepping into a well. Look how full of light it is. Whereas we think of it like, oh, we're going to drown in our well. How deep is it? It's going to be never ending. Oh my gosh. So there's a sense of overwhelm. There's a sense of fear. She's careful. There's magic in this card, but there's also the way that she's gently stepping. She knows that there's work, but she's okay with that. And I think once you get started, like I see this woman moving, like I think at first she would have been going very slow, but now I feel like she's like almost floating down, like it's very fluid. Whereas I think at first she might have been stopping. Ooh. But now she's seen, she's discovered. And I think that's what you're going to do. And you're going to, because when we do our shadow work, we access our higher self. And having both these cards, both the cards of the underworld, the descend, the shadow work, both cards of, Olympus is the world of the gods. Celestial realm, again, world of the gods. This is our higher self. The universe, Spirit, God, the connection to everything, everyone, and all that is, and all that was, and all that will be. And there's a sense here for you, Virgo. This card has come out, not this one. This card gives us a bit of awe. Doesn't always, but in your reading it's really giving me the sense of, gosh, we look up and we think that the universe, spirit, God, our higher self, it's all outside of us. But here, you're there. This is almost like the pearly gates. And I know that's a religious description, but I think it's the best way to explain this higher self. The celestial realm, you are there. This is you. And I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm not going to say that this is all going to unfold in December, Virgo. I'm very wary of giving timelines. This is a December reading, but I feel like our work continues. So this is definitely going into next year. But I'm telling you, Virgo, I wouldn't be surprised if you tap into some gifts you didn't even know you had. I think that is highly, highly probable, and for most of you, a certainty. And I think, I can't remember what sign I said it for, but there was another sign that I said, you know, really I should remember to say this in every reading. Keep coming back to it. Listen to it. We often listen to monthly readings at the beginning of the month, or, you know, a week or so before the month. And then we keep nuggets with us, I think, and then we forget about it. But keep coming back, because it's going to help you do the work that you need to do, because you need to be committed to this. You know, there is a commitment here that is so important, and I'm really, really seeing that with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. They are committed. They walk their path with conviction. They are connected. They understand the earthly realm, but they also are very connected to the celestial realm, which they know is within them. So there is a big commitment here that you are making to you. I'm seeing, I mean, sometimes this can be like a romantic connection, a wedding, an engagement, or things like that. I'm not seeing that. Here I'm seeing two females, it could be two males, it doesn't matter. I'm seeing it as your higher self, your shadow self, your ego, your physical body, your mind, your soul, your heart, every aspect of you committing to the other. You are going to see yourself, Virgo, maybe for the first time, and I'm not talking about your physical body. Nobody, your higher self doesn't focus on how you look. It focuses on who you are, how you feel. Are you vibrant? Because I don't know if you've noticed, but when we're sick, we don't look good. And when we're fully vibrant and we're excited about something, or we're working on a passion project, suddenly we're fired up and we look, there's a spark within us. We look good. You know, and people might say, oh, have you changed your hair? Or you look nice today. And it's just like, oh, I feel really good. That's what you're tapping into. Seeing all aspects of yourself. And I love that you start the month of December, Virgo, with the Six of Wands, because this is telling me that you are starting the month with this feeling of success, with this feeling of accomplishment. There's this almost energy in you that is like, yep, I'm doing this. I've done so much work before. I'm going to follow my heart. I'm going to follow my soul. And I'm going to, High Priestess, do the work. And that starts to change your physical world. Because the queens receive. They're the energy of receiving. And the Queen of Pentacles is tangible energy. It's of this world. So she receives. How she is on the inside, she receives on the outside. So there's this sense with these 3 cards right at the very beginning of the month. I wouldn't be surprised if Spirit gives you this little victory that shows an aspect of you that when embraced, something in your life shifts. And that's where your commitment comes in. Because the Hierophant, you know, in religion is, I don't know if it's a priest or a cardinal, but maybe a cardinal, judging by the way he's dressed. But it's almost like he was initiated. And there's something that rang so true for him that he pursued that journey. And it changed his life. And that's what I'm getting with the High Priestess comes first. And that's the blending of the 2 worlds. And the Hierophant, I almost feel, is that more practical, earthly energy. It's so interesting the way this is working out, because like I said, that brings tangible. This is your commitment sets in, and then your ships start to come in. What ship are you going to get on? I think after this. And this is going to be continuing, because I think this is why you've kind of got it twice, and then you go into the Moon and the Tower and then the Celebration. There's a repeat of energy here that is quite strong. Like, you know, almost like you've got this, you've got that, you've got this, then it goes all the way down to here, and then it goes to the Empress. So you've got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. That could signify 5 shifts. It could just signify that there's going to be a lot of change, because each time that you descend, each time that you come back up, embracing who you are, all of you, different ships come in. And it might not be that there's different things coming in yet. That might not come till down here with the Empress. But this is knowing what's for you and knowing what isn't. 3 of Wands is very much, okay, there's all these ships on the horizon, which one's for me? And knowing which one is for you. So there's a sense that there's going to be a heightened perspective here that's going to guide you, and you will need that guidance. You will need that guidance, Virgo, because then you will be going through a Moon and a Tower moment, followed by the 3 of Cups, emotional celebration. This is a celebration to do with something that has fulfilled you. And you don't see this Tower coming. The Moon and the Tower, this Tower, you did not see that coming. And then I think this is why this work is so important. Because in the Empress, in the High Priestess, the High Priestess can do this energy with her eyes closed. She is just like, yep, bring it. She knows that Tower moments come when there is alignment. or to bring us back into alignment. Thank you, Spirit. So this blindsides you a little bit, because I feel that there might be something that you were not willing to look at. So the Tower is going to come in, and you're not expecting it. You're not expecting it. And to be fair, Virgo, I think you're not expecting it. Look, you've got the 2 major arcana here. You've got Spirit helping you, the universe, your higher self helping you at every turn. Okay, where it matters. Obviously, you co-create with Spirit, so you have to do your part as well. But there's a sense here, when we do our shadow work, often we go down to a certain level and we're like, yeah, I've discovered heaps. I think because you've got Descend twice, you've got this 9 twice, and then you've got Olympus and you've got Celestial Realm, High Priestess, Hierophant, Empress. There almost had to be the Moon and the Tower that came in. There almost had to be this energy of your higher self, the universe, Spirit, taking the fake flaw you put at the bottom of your well, taking it away to show you, hey, beautiful soul, there's more. And that's shown here. There's more. And this Tower, there is going to be joy in it. Maybe not initially, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that once the surprise, kind of like you've got a chance to go, okay, hang on a minute. Oof, what was that? And you have time to kind of go, oh, actually, am I disappointed? Am I that really worried about it? I think there's going to be something that you're almost going to celebrate, because I think this has been a bit of a burden, and I don't think you've even noticed it, but it's almost, I keep feeling like it's kept your wings clipped. It's kept you a little bit small. You know, it's almost like here, look at, there's light. But when you descend, look what you find. There's all this that you're not showing the world. And that brings endings. That brings things moving away from us. And this 5 of Swords in your reading, Virgo, I'm kind of seeing it like the 5 of Swords, but I'm really just seeing it as in, you know what? You just be you. Let what goes go. Let what comes in come in. Very much your 3 of Wands. You just wait. And it's not a waiting where you're doing nothing. You're actually doing a lot. A lot. This is a lot, Virgo. But there's almost a sense of there's a process here. Spirit is definitely here with you. So you do your work and let the world take care of itself. Because Spirit's telling me that your work is enough for you. It's already maybe even a lot. And with the introduction, I can tell you, you know, the energies in December are demanding a lot from us. And we need to step up. We need to meet it. We need to say, yes, I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to push myself. I'm going to try. And very quickly when we say yes, and that energy of, you know what, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my very best. That sets us up for success. And there will be moments of calm. And this is why it's almost like you do you and allow people to walk away, allow people to come in. Don't be too bothered just yet about how your world's changing, because it's going to change again. So there's a sense of you do your inner work. Okay? You continue your life. Allow things to go, that's okay. Allow things to come in, that's okay. You'll have time to process it as you do your work. Because when things leave us, when things come in and when things leave and we are not in alignment, we don't truly, we have an idea of who we are, but it's probably based on what people have said to us, how we've reacted to maybe this sort of similar situation in the past. We're going to react. We're going to be like, no, I don't want that. Or, no, I don't want that to go. We're going to be, the word that I got is we're going to try and manipulate it. We're going to try and control it. But when we are starting to do our work and go, you know what? Oh, I don't want that to go, but I understand because it doesn't fit the me that I'm becoming. And so there's a sense here, Virgo, with the Seven of Wands and the Empress. Don't fight for what no longer serves you. Don't defend aspects of yourself that are not even true. Aspects that you've taken on because that's what the job demanded, or that's what the relationship demanded, or that's how you thought you needed to be in those situations, or you needed to be in your life. There's this sense with this Seven of Wands, that's all falling away. You're no longer going to defend what doesn't suit you. And with the Four of Swords beforehand, this shows me that there's a great level of understanding here. So you are going to see what is not worth defending. You're going to see, oh, look at me, I'm going into controlling mode, or I'm trying to defend my points of view. And this card is going to show you those last remnants that are stopping you from being truly aligned in this Empress energy. And this Empress energy is kind of tying in with this graduation, I feel. Actually, Spirit just said to me, it's a 3 with this. This is celebration to do with the Empress. So your cards are very, very linked. And the Empress takes you into next year. And you're going to feel like you graduated. And it's almost like you graduated from spiritual school. Because if you look here, there's like curtains, but there's nobody holding this certificate. It's just the light's bringing it in. Spirit's bringing it in. Your higher self is going, here you go. You understand. You went through it. You did the hard work. Well done. And the way that it does that is by aligning your outer world to your inner world. So then your inner world becomes more like Olympus rather than the underworld. And this is by embracing the underworld. So it's all interlinked. We can't have one without the acceptance of the other. Okay? And that's even with life. You know, we can't have just an abundant, beautiful, joy, peaceful life without the contrast, because it just wouldn't exist. We wouldn't know what we were experiencing if there wasn't the contrast. Vines, the priestess of portals. So this is the Queen of Cups. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, and I love that in your reading. Look at this imagery as well. Oh, do the work. This, you need to go down to the core of you. And the Queen of Cups, High Priestess energy, beautiful. Because the Queen of Cups, she understands her emotions. She doesn't block them. She doesn't let them spill out all over the place either. They're her emotions. She understands them and she uses them like messengers. What does she need to see and do? So you've got the tangible queen and you've got the fulfillment queen. The cups is about our fulfillment, about our emotions, about what we love. Oh, Virgo, such a beautiful reading, such a beautiful reading, my friends. Take very good care of yourselves. If you've liked the reading, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.